Perrizo and Schlichte to get today's win. Coach, what are your opening comments?
Great day to be a Maverick. It's good to get the monkey off our back. Obviously it was a Halloween type of game with our defense definitely doing a lot of really good things and getting a lot of turnovers. I thought Winona came out on fire, moving the ball in their first two drives, and I thought it was really impressive that our whole defensive personnel and Coach Glagowski and all the guys on defense held them to 2 field goal opportunities, which was the key to the game. And offensively, between the first field goal and the second field goal, we marched down, had a deep pass to Ty Dennis, which was a huge play, one of the big plays in the game for us, which led to a touchdown by Justin Terramina. So being up 7-6, and then I think the turnover train just kicked in after that. We had our hands on a lot of footballs today. We had more opportunities to have more turnovers, but I think one was turned away by a penalty, and we dropped a couple of other interceptions. But what an explosive day for us on defense and special teams. I thought they had a couple of big plays on special teams, but I thought we did what we had to do to flip the field and make them drive the field too. The 2 turnovers we did have, we were marching in to score, and they had to go to the distance to try and garner some points, which they did not. So it was a good thing that we were able to respond to our own turnovers, but can't say enough about our defense. And I thought Ryan did a great job of being the field general. Made one mistake, but other than that, I thought he took very good charge and command of the game. And I thought Evan was in the backfield on the open side a lot today, forcing the quarterback to step up. But I thought our pressure was exceptional, and our coverage in the defense was great too.
Questions?
How much does that game change if they score touchdowns right away?
Yeah, it's a big deal. Then it's a trading touchdown kind of game. If they're fortunate enough to punch in 2 scores, it would be 7-7, and then 14-7 then, and it could have been a seesaw battle all day long. But our defense stepped up big time today. With the absence of Nate Gunn, I thought, man, what a charged game that they played. And we have a lot of defensive players on special teams too, so I thought it was a pretty exceptional effort for sure on both of those sides of the football.
And I thought the biggest play of the game was the sack and score by the defense, because their quarterback just never looked comfortable again. How big a play do you think that was in the whole part of the game, and just how much of that just kind of fire up the defense?
It definitely fired us up a lot. Obviously, when you score points on defense, that's a huge momentum-changing play for the scope of the game. The first couple drives, they drive down the field on us and got inside the 10-yard line, but we were able to keep them out. And after those first 2 drives, we came to the sideline, and the coaches just gave us a couple adjustments here and there that we were doing wrong. And credit to our players that they trusted what the coaches were saying. And on that play, the biggest play of that play was Larry Moore coming off the edge and absolutely smoking the quarterback, and I was just the beneficiary there to pick it up, and I was able to get in the end zone, which is first career touchdown, so that was pretty cool.
Of course.
I was waiting for some kind of dance, but I didn't see one. You guys have been struggling to get turnovers. What was it like to be able to finally take the ball away a little bit today?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What was it like, you guys have struggled with turnovers so much this year, what was it like to take the ball away?
Right. Well, really all year, a lot of teams that we've been seeing have been pretty afraid to sit back and pat the ball and throw it deep on us, and they're just trying to get the ball out quick. And Winona was really the first team that we've seen all year that was confident in their guys that they were going to sit back and run their game and try to push the ball downfield. And we did a really good job, especially in the second half as a defensive line, really getting there and making the quarterbacks uncomfortable, and really also just credit to our back end guys. They were all over the place, making tons of plays, and you saw, I don't know how many turnovers we had, 3 or interceptions we had, 3, 4, 5.
5 total turnovers.
5 total. Obviously, like I said earlier, those are huge momentum-changing plays, and definitely fires us up on defense, because like you said, we hadn't had too many of those so far this year. For whatever reason, we've been right there to make a play, and either the quarterback sails the ball or we just don't make the catch or something. But obviously that was very very satisfying this week to finally see those kick in.
Todd, this is the first game, I think, where your quarterbacks had to make plays to win, just because you weren't able to run the ball like you have been. Just how do you assess what Ryan did for you today, and do you think it was his best game of the season?
You don't know for sure if it was his best game to date, but I think we were 8 of 16 on third down, and a lot of those were pass attempts or Ryan taking it off the shelf and making a quality decision to run the football to try and get the first down. So those are kind of things that I think are really important that a quarterback needs to do is, not throw any interceptions or fumble the football, but be the field general, keep the sticks moving. There was a point in time where we were doing a really good job on offense of nickel and diming them, working it down the field, giving our defense a rest. But I thought, until I watched the tape, from a live standpoint, I thought he did a great job.
Ryan, do you think you grew up a little bit there today?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think playing a team like Winona in this magnitude of a game, both teams being 8-0 with future playoff implications, was definitely a growth step for me. Taking a little bit of a more leadership role, I felt before the game I stepped in and was a little bit more vocal than I had been to date. I felt comfortable doing that, and I think I'm doing more of moving forward.
This sets you guys up pretty good here with 2 games to go. This is a game obviously you were looking forward to for the last 2 or 3 weeks, but just how much of a hurdle was this to clear, do you think?
I mean, Winona's a great team. Being 8-0 in this conference is extremely tough to do, especially some of the teams that they played. It's a credit to them. They got a lot of great players and definitely be a team that'll be in the playoffs too. But we just got to look forward here to Wayne State and go our season motto, 1-0, come back to work and do the little things to make sure that we take care of what we need to take care of as a team first.
Same thing for you, Evan. This is obviously a big hurdle to clear. Just how much does it set you guys up now, do you think?
I mean, it puts us in a great position, but obviously we have a chance to at least get a share of the conference championship next week against Wayne State. But I know Coach Hoffner's reminded us there was a situation a few years back where same type of thing. They had going into the last week of the season, they had an opportunity to win the conference outright, and we ended up losing. I don't remember the opponent, but we ended up losing, and then had to share the conference title, and then lost in their first playoff game. So obviously we can't take anything for granted right now. We really enjoy the win. Obviously we played a pretty clean game all phases of the game, but really we just need to look forward to Wayne State, and all this can be burned like that if we lay an egg next week against Wayne.
Todd, were you interested in seeing your defense play a really good offense? Some of the other offenses haven't presented quite the challenge that Winona did. Were you interested to see how your team would react in this situation?
Yeah, I thought we rised up to the occasion. Quality offense. I thought their quarterback had done a really good job all year long. He's got some great weapons on the perimeter. Offensive line-wise, I thought they were solid, and tight ends and tailbacks and so on and so forth. But I think one of the keys to the game, Chad, was we made them one-dimensional. In the first half, we stymied the run and did a phenomenal job of diverting run lanes and forcing them to the air and gaining that lead, with Evans' fumble recovery to the end zone and then a field goal right before half. Putting us up by 11, I think, was huge. We could have went up by 24-6 if we would have hung on to the football inside the 1-yard line. But stopping the run against a team that has a couple of really good running backs, I think, was the key to the game. And if you can create and get a team one-dimensional and allow your offense to do the things, mix it up, and make people throw it downfield, that allows guys like Evan to get in the backfield and do a lot of damage. So, I thought Winona's defense was pretty salty too. They forced our hand a lot and did a really good job in the game too. I thought both defenses played exceptionally well.
Ryan, do you feel like the opponent's going to have to study a little bit more game tape next week with just the diversity you showed today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think all year we've been having a good balance of run pass. Definitely the way that we've had success running the ball has been our go-to, and that's what we kind of a staple in our offense is to run the ball. But we definitely have the threats on the perimeter, some of the best in the country. So we definitely like to take advantage of that. And like we said in the quarterback room, give the balls to the athletes on space and let them make plays and see the fireworks.
Mhm.
Good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.